Hello, dear friends. Your host, myself, Wonderful Banerjee, once again back with you all in the channel that is Hospitality Education PPT. As you all know that last week we have covered up the different kind of thickening and binding agents used in international cuisine, and today we'll take our knowledge in the next level and we are going to learn the concept of sauce and their classification of sauce, and it will be the first part. It is a long chapter, so it will be the first part we are going to cover up today in this 45 minutes session, and it is a very much part of your food production basics. Once you know this, already you have learned how to prepare the binding and thickening agents, and also you have learned the theoretical aspects of it. Hopefully by this time you have also practiced it in your actual lab, in your day-to-day class practical scenario. And today the vision is different. Depending on those knowledge, we have already learned stock, that is the foundation liquid. We have already learned various thickening and binding agents to be used for making different kind of preparations in international cuisines. And then the first thing we are going to learn after that is the sauce preparations. Okay, and we are going to start our journey today. With all these sweet note, let us start the session, and I welcome you all to this particular channel, that is Hospitality Education PPT. Okay. So let us first find out what are the key points we are going to discuss in this particular session. First one, we are going to discuss about what is sauce. We'll clarify and make it transparent about the concept of sauce. Then we are going to learn, of course, about the structure of sauce making. Once as a chef you know the structure of making sauce, then it will be very easy for you to prepare the sauces like that. Then classification of sauce, which is very important. There are a great kingdom of sauce in the world. We should know exactly the classification of the sauce. Again, it will be easy for us to remember and to categorically mention their names and use them in the preparation. Then the importance of sauce, why we make sauce, why it is so important in the world along with the food, especially in the culinary world. So that also we are going to discuss. Our fifth point will be general faults, because whenever you are going to prepare the sauce, there are every possibilities that in many steps where you may find some challenges, and as a result some faults will occur. So once, before we actually in the practice of preparing this actual field we are working with, if I know, if we are aware of the fact that these are the faults may occur if we don't follow this step, then definitely it will be give you some extra advantage for getting your perfections in the making of sauce. Okay, so that also we are going to discuss. And finally, we'll here in this particular session we'll only talk about the thickened sauce and derivatives. Right now we may not have a proper concept about the thickened sauce, but once we know the classification of sauce, we'll cover up this point number 3, then definitely we'll have a clear concept about the thickened sauce and of course about their derivatives. So without wasting further time, let us move to the concept of what is sauce. More or less, we all are having a concept in our mind, because already due to the blessings of the modern world, we get to see there are different kind of sauce, different kind of food. If you open the TV, if you open the newspaper, you get to see there are food channels, and more or less I strongly believe that you are having a concept about the sauce. But still we should theoretically and also practically know, as because we are going to be the technocrat, we are going to work in the actual field, we should know about the concept of sauce. Sauce is what? Sauce are liquid or semi-liquid mixtures which are added to meat, poultry, fish, vegetables, and desserts to give what? To give a moisture or richness, to garnish, or to otherwise enhance the appearance and in some cases the nutritional value, but more importantly to better the flavor. So it is enhancing the flavor, enhancing the appearance, adding on the nutritional value, adding moistures, and of course it is giving variety. So for all these things, sauce are very much used with different preparations. The principal purpose of a sauce then is to add or enhance the flavor of food. So whenever you are consuming a dish, a simple samosa, if you are having it, all of Indian, it is very popular samosa. If you are having samosa, then with that sometimes imli chutney or tamarind chutney will be served. In some cases, the mango chutney is also served. So this will add on the flavor of the dish and that will make the samosa more complete. And that is the concept of having a sauce along with the food. Clear? Grimaud de la Royere, a French philosopher and gastronomer, once wrote that the sauce is to culinary art what grammar is to language. And I'm very sure all of you know that how grammar is important in any kind of language. In English also, you have learned the basic grammar, then it will be very easy for you to apply it in the right places. Otherwise, it won't sound good. Same thing with the sauce in the culinary world. The sauce is to culinary art. That means any culinary art you are exercising, sauce has got a vital role to play over there. So this statement you remember, the sauce is to culinary art what grammar is to language. Without grammar, we cannot think of language. Without sauce, we cannot think of the culinary art. Clear? A perfect sauce has a colorful appearance, is glowing in its rich smoothness, its texture is that of velvet, and it has a definite taste. It has a natural flavor and complements the food as it accompanies with. Okay, so it has got various aspects. One is the it has got colorful appearance. It is very smooth. The glowing appearance is there. Texture is also a velvety or silky texture. It has got a definite taste. It adds nutritional value and also make the dish complete whenever it is served with that particular dish. As I have given you the basic example of samosa having with a chutney of Indian style. Okay, hope it is the concept is very clear in your mind and fairly now you know what is sauce and why it is so important. Now let us find out the structure of sauce, how it is prepared. Now structure of sauce, first one, we need a liquid that will give the body of the sauce. Body is the structure or mouthfeel as we have discussed in the last class. You know the term by this time, the body. And it is what? It is either white stock, chicken, veal or fish made out of that, or a brown stock, or tomato plus brown stock, clarified butter. These are the ingredients we require for making a sauce as a liquid. Number two, a thickening agent. Already we have completed that. I have told you in the beginning of this session as well that we need a thickening or binding agent and they can be in different formats. That's why we have classified them in our previous session. Different starch, roux, egg yolk, puree, etc. are very much used as a thickening agent. And third element is additional flavoring and seasoning agents. Different herbs and spices we're going to use. So all these things, majorly three things are required. One is the liquid, one is thickening agent, and additional flavoring and spices and seasonings. Once you get these things well blended, well cooked together, what you get the ultimate product, that is nothing but a sauce. Okay. Now let us try to classify the sauce, which is very important. So you should have a very clear and transparent picture in your mind about the sauce. Sauce, you can see from the image that it primarily can be divided into three major parts. One is preparatory sauce. Preparatory sauce simply literally means the sauce which can be prepared in the kitchen. Second one, proprietary sauce, the category of sauce which are available in your departmental stores at different stationery shops or different malls. You get in all those sauces in their racks and you pick up the bottle. It is all nothing to be prepared by you. It is all available ready made. You just purchase and open the bottle and use it in your preparation as per your requirement. So that is known as the proprietary sauce. So, and another one is that is contemporary sauce. Contemporary term is very much goes with the modern days and the present day sauce, which are not exactly the sauce made in a traditional way. It is made by using a different methods that we are going to discuss. So primarily we are having three categories. One is the preparatory sauce, the sauce which can be prepared in the kitchen. Proprietary sauce, which has got the proprietorship, industrially produced in a factory, sold in a market in a bottled format. We purchase it and use it in the kitchen. It is ready to be used product. And contemporary sauce is other than the leading or your traditional sauce. It is something new which goes with the modern days cooking. Contemporary sauce. That also we are going to discuss. So primarily these three major heads, and then proprietary sauce can be classified further as a mother sauce, or we call it leading sauce, and then we get hot butter sauce, and then we get hard butter sauce. Okay, and also we get another one sauce from the proprietary sauce, that is the other sauce. Now this sauce is mother sauce or leading sauce. This can also be subdivided into two categories. One is thickened sauce and other one is emulsified sauce. Now, other than that, once you make these thickened sauce and emulsified sauce, from there you can prepare another one sauce that is known as small sauce or derivative sauce. That means once you prepare a small mother sauce or leading sauce, from there you can further down the line prepare some other sauces which are known as small sauce or derivative sauce. So you understand why the name is given mother sauce. Mother is giving the birth of babies. That's why it is known as the mother sauce. And from the mother sauce, what we get? We get a small sauce, baby, or a derivative sauce. That means it is derived from the mother sauce. And mother sauce is also known as leading sauce in the culinary world. Now, so concept is clear. Mother sauce is divided into two categories: thickened sauce and emulsified sauce. And also from these thickened and emulsified sauce, mother sauce, actually we get another one sauce category that is known as small sauce or derivative sauce. Clear? Now coming back to the thickened sauce. Thickened sauce, there are four different kinds of thickened sauce. Number one is known as a bechamel sauce, also known as white sauce. Then another one is known as the velouté sauce. Third one is known as tomato sauce. And fourth one is known as espanol sauce. Espanol sauce. These are four sauce coming under thickened sauce category. And Emulsified sauce category is what? We are having two kind of emulsified sauce. One is hot emulsified or cold emulsified, and we are getting two examples out here. Hollandaise sauce, which is the example of hot emulsified sauce, and another one is the mayonnaise sauce, which this name is very common to many of you, and that is known as a cold emulsified sauce. We'll elaborate this later on. Now we are coming to the next category, that is proprietary sauce. What is proprietary sauce? It is a unique blend of ingredients developed by a specific company or a brand, often kept as a closely guarded secret. That means these ingredients are not exactly known by the common people. It is a secret guarded recipe. These sauces are designed to set a product or dish apart from others, adding a distinctive flavor that can't be easily replicated. And the common examples are, already available in the market: soy sauce, Worcestershire sauce, HP sauce or House of Parliament sauce, barbecue sauce, and ketchup, tomato ketchup. So it is a unique blend of ingredients guarded with a secret recipe. Most of the cases, the brand value is there. They are having the patent right for that. You cannot produce the same sauce at home or in any other factory. And the examples already you have cited, that is soy sauce, Worcestershire sauce, HP or House of Parliament sauce, barbecue sauce, ketchup or tomato ketchup, or different other mushroom ketchups also available. Okay, so this is what is proprietary sauce known as. Then what is contemporary sauce? Contemporary sauce is very simple. These sauces are simple, less rich, and easy to prepare. These are more likely to be specifically tailored made sauce, and it is the most modern day sauce. They are not following the state guidelines of making the other traditional sauces. Okay, like the preparatory sauce. So they are unique, they are very simple, not taking prolonged time for cooking, and specifically tailored for a particular dish. And few examples for the time being, that is beurre blanc and pesto sauce. We'll definitely learn more about these proprietary sauce and contemporary sauce in this later part of the chapter. Okay, so this is the entire sauce classification, and out of the entire classification, we are going to discuss only about the thickened sauce today with their small sauce or derivative sauce. Okay, rest all will be done in the following classes. Clear? If you have any doubts, please put it in the comment box. I will clarify these about the classification and whatever we have discussed till now. So let's proceed to the next. Importance of sauce in culinary work. Though we have given you few examples in the beginning, now here we'll learn elaborately how these sauce are important in the culinary world. First of all, it adds a contrast in taste to another food. What is that? Simply, one example is cranberry sauce served with roast pork. Now, what is a roast pork? This is typically a rich, savory, and slightly fatty product. The meat has a deep, hearty flavor that can sometimes feel heavy on the palate. So, it is a very rich product. So, if you add a sauce which is a contrast in taste, and what we are selecting, cranberry sauce. This sauce is a tart, sweet, and slightly acidic. It provides a sharp contrast to the richness of the pork. So you will understand that sauce is added to get a contrast in the taste. Example, I have furnished it in front of you on the screen. Second one, to add sharpness or tanginess. Sometimes people say tanginess to a bland food. Sometimes the food may be bland, not having that much of taste. So what we can do, we take the help of the sauce. The example for you, classical example is Remoulade sauce served with shrimp. Remoulade sauce served with shrimp. Now, shrimp has a delicate, slightly sweet flavor that can be considered bland if not paired with a complementary sauce. Shrimp has got no taste. It has got a sweet flavor. Taste is little bland. So to accentuate that, what is to be done? We'll take the help of a sauce which is known as the remoulade sauce. This sauce is typically made with ingredients like mayonnaise, mustard, capers, pickle, herbs, and giving it a tangy, sharp flavor. So once these two things are added, they are complementing each other and taste will be enhanced, flavor will be enhanced, appearance will be enhanced, like that. So you understood this. Third, let us see, it adds to the appearance of the food. How? One classic example is red pepper coulis served with grilled salmon. Salmon is a kind of fish, coulis is a kind of contemporary sauce. Grilled salmon, while grilled salmon is delicious, its appearance can be somewhat plain and monochromatic. There is no combination of color, nothing, it is just a grilled salmon. To accentuate the appearance, to enhance or to upgrade the appearance, red pepper coulis is served. This sauce made from roasted red peppers, we call it bell peppers, olive oil and seasonings, and has a bright red color and very smooth texture. So automatically the appearance of the sauce is such, it will add the appearance of the fish, that is salmon grilled. Clear? The example is very, very clear. Next one, to modify the original flavor of a food. What is that example? One classical example is teriyaki sauce used with chicken. Now plain chicken. Chicken, we have told you already that chicken has got a very neutral kind of flavor. Chicken, especially when cooked simply like grilled or baked without seasoning, has a very mild, somewhat neutral flavor. Now what we are going to do, we are going to modify the original flavor. How? By using a teriyaki sauce. This sauce is made from soy sauce, mirin. Mirin is a type of rice wine, very much popular in Japanese cuisine. Ginger and garlic. It has a sweet, savory and slightly tangy flavor. So definitely once you are having this plain grilled chicken with teriyaki sauce, definitely the original flavor will be modified. Okay. And then to disguise or mask the original flavor of the food. How it is done? One common example is barbecue sauce used with overcooked meat. Now what is overcooked meat? Overcooked meat can become dry and lose its natural flavors, sometimes developing a slightly burnt or bitter taste. To cover up that, it can be disguised or masked. And how we are doing it? With the help of a barbecue sauce. What is barbecue sauce, for your knowledge for the time being? This sauce is typically rich, tangy and sweet with strong flavor from ingredients like tomatoes, vinegar, sugar and spices. So you can well imagine that whenever you are taking this overcooked meat and it is masked or a layer of sauce is given on top of the meat, and which is a barbecue sauce, automatically it will get covered up with from many angles. Taste will be highlighted, appearance will be highlighted, that overcooked meat won't be visible in that way. Burnt flavor of the meat in terms of grilling or anything, that will be also covered up. So all these facilities you get, that is why sauce is so important. Another one example is to complement the flavor of the food. Already I have given you a very basic example of samosa. Let us learn it from the international aspect. One classic example is lemon butter sauce served with grilled fish. Now, grilled fish, especially varieties like cod or halibut, has a delicate, mild flavor that can easily be overshadowed by strong sauce. The fish has got a very mild, especially cod and halibut. These have got a very mild flavor, so it can be overshadowed by strong sauce. And what is that? Lemon butter sauce. The sauce is made from butter, lemon juice, and sometimes a bit of garlic or herbs. It has a rich, creamy texture with a bright, tangy flavor. So obviously, the fish will have, it will be promoted in terms of taste and appearance. Okay, that is a complementing the food. And the last one under this is to use the sauce as salad dressing. What is that salad dressing? One classical example is Caesar dressing used with Caesar salad. Now, what is Caesar salad? This salad typically includes romaine lettuce, croutons, and Parmesan cheese. While these ingredients are delicious on their own, they can be somewhat dry and lack of a unifying flavor. Whenever you are having these ingredients together, it won't give you a moisture, it will give you a very dry kind of taste. We need to have a kind of seasoning in terms of dressing. We'll elaborate the term dressing in our later on any session where we are going to deal with the salads. So dressing is a mixture of ingredients, and here in this case it is known as Caesar dressing. What is that? The Caesar dressing is made from ingredients like anchovy paste. Anchovy is a kind of fish, garlic, lemon juice, Dijon mustard. Dijon is the place in France which is the mustard capital of the world. Dijon mustard, Worcestershire sauce, mayonnaise, and Parmesan cheese. So once all these ingredients are acted on these dry ingredients, the taste of the salad will change, the appearance of the salad will change, and it has a rich, creamy texture and a savory, tangy flavor. So whatever examples we have discussed, that is enough to complement the idea why sauce is so important in the culinary world. Okay. Again, I am telling you that if you are having any question, any doubt, any lack of understanding, please put your questions there in the comment box. I'll get back to you as earliest. Okay. Let us proceed to the next. Now, general faults in sauce production. First of all, the lumpiness. This may be caused by the following. It has got multiple reasons for why a sauce will become lumpy. Roux is too dry when liquid is added. If you remember, in our last session, we have discussed about how the roux will be mixed in with the liquid. If you are not following, that is hot roux with the cold liquid and cold roux with the hot liquid, if you are not following it properly, then obvious result is that it will form into lumps. Adding liquid too quickly and not stirring it continuously. We have told you that whenever you are adding the liquid to the roux, then you have to whisk it thoroughly. If you are not whisking it thoroughly, there is a possibility that it will form into a lumps. Incorrect temperature of roux and liquid, one should be hot and other should be cold. By this time already we are graduated on this. Formation of the skin, when you are keeping something in the open air, what will happen? There is a formation of skin on top that you have seen in case of boiled milk. Once you keep the boiled milk in the open air, after some time you will see the top part has become form a skin. This skin formation is not good for making a sauce. This can be prevented by putting a film of melted butter on the surface of the sauce or by using a greased paper. Either you can cover the sauce with a greased paper so that air won't be able to make the surface of the sauce dry, or else you put some melted butter on top of the surface of the sauce so that again air won't be coming in direct contact with the sauce. And if it is not, then obviously it will be preventing the formation of skin on top. Okay. By allowing sauce to congeal on the sides of the cooking vessel, which later would be stirred into a sauce. Many times, whenever you are stirring a sauce in a saucepan, maybe the sides it is sticky and you are not cleaning those areas. What will happen? It will be getting burnt from that area and it will give you a lumps over there. So that also you should be very careful. The sides of the pan should be thoroughly cleaned with a wooden spatula you are going to use for making a sauce. Poor gloss. The sauce is not glossy. Why? Multiple reasons. This is caused by insufficient cooking of the sauce, because most of the cases thickened sauce means they are thickened with some roux or flour base. So naturally, if this starch is not cooked properly, it won't become a glossy. And if it is not passed, timid or liquidized, then also the glossiness won't come. High gloss is achieved by preparing the sauce correctly and aided by the addition of butter just prior to the service, called mounting with butter or mote obiu. What happened? Whenever you are, let's see the image first. When the sauce is ready, you put some chunk of butter on top, and what will happen? This butter will slowly melt and spread all over the area. This is known as a mounting with butter, and this will bring the extra gloss of the sauce. Fine. Sometimes the question may come, what is mounting with butter or mute or beau? We have to mention that. Incorrect consistency. This is the result of incorrect formula balance. We all know that how much roux and how much liquid to be added. We have to remember those areas. If you are not remembering it, then definitely it will be giving a wrong consistency, or we call it incorrect consistency. Over and under cooking is ultimately lead to an incorrect consistency. If you remember, in our previous session we have mentioned, we are getting thickening effect by three ways. One is the reduction process, other one is the emulsification process, and third one was what? Third one was just suspension, by suspension process. Okay. So first one was the reduction, and if you reduce the liquid, automatically it will become thick, and that is very much required to get the desired consistency. Greasiness. Sometimes you get to see lots of fat is available in the sauce, that is not, oil is floating on top of the sauce, that is not desirable. Too much fat in roux or failure to skim off the surface grease as it rises. The use of greasy stock may cause this fault. If you remember our first class about the stock, there we have mentioned you have to remove the skim or scum the sauce. Scumming or skimming means you are removing the impurities out of the liquid, out of the bones you are using for making a stock, and also the excess of fat is already there. So that has to be removed from the stock. Once it is removed properly from the stock, this greasiness problem won't be there in your sauce. At the same time, when you are simmering the sauce, doing the reduction of the sauce, ensure that you are removing the froth from the surface, which is technically known as skimming off. So automatically the greasiness will be reduced. Clear? Poor color. Incorrect cooking of the roux. You understand already we are having four kind of roux: white, blonde, brown and black. If you are not cooking it to the right extent, automatically it will have effect in the color. Raw starch flavor. This causes due to the insufficient cooking of starch. As we have mentioned, if you are not cooking it properly, automatically it will give you a raw flavor. Bitterness. This is caused by over browning or burning of the roux. By chance you are making a brown roux or you are making a black roux, and if you have overcooked it, automatically you will get a burnt flavor and appearance will be also damaged. Bitterness will be there. So you have to remember all these points. So we have discussed all the faults. Now let us reveal one by one the bechamel sauce and other four varieties of sauce, thickened sauce under this. First one is white sauce or bechamel sauce. Now bechamel sauce, a plain bechamel sauce is made with flour, butter and milk in a ratio of 1 is to 1 is to 20 that already we have learned. It is flavored with a clove studded onion that is clute or pig, which is infused in milk before making the sauce. So it is basically roux 1 is to 1 ratio and with the milk, and it is flavored with clute or pig. We'll elaborate that, which is basically onion studded with bay leaves and cloves. How it looks like? It looks like this, absolutely white in color. You can see absolutely milk white in color. How to prepare that? What are the ingredients we require for that? 30 grams of butter, 30 grams of flour, preferably all-purpose flour, 600 ml of milk. We have mentioned about 1 is to 1 is to 20. So accordingly, definitely 20 parts of milk is required. And one piece of onion clute or peak. This you remember. Onion clute is the onion studded with bay leaf, that is optional, and cloves. And onion peak is onion studded with bay leaf and cloves, and it is the images like this: one onion, few cloves, one bay leaf. This is whole as known as either clute or peak. Clute is onion studded with bay leaf, that is optional, and clove. That means onion and cloves together is known as the clute, and onion studded with bay leaf and cloves is just known as peak. This is a unique technical way of flavoring the sauce in French cuisine. A pinch of cayenne pepper, half a teaspoon of mustard, preferably Dijon mustard is used. Dijon is a mustard capital of the world in France. 1/4 teaspoon nutmeg powder, that is for flavoring, and for the taste salt and pepper. It is cooked together. So roux is made, then it is mixed with milk by following certain guidelines. By other ingredients it is cooked and then strained. You get a sauce which is known as white sauce in English, and in French we call it a bechamel sauce. Optional, if you want to turn the basic white sauce into a mornay, we are giving you the glimpse of a derivative sauce. This is a mother sauce. If you want to turn it into a mornay sauce is a derivative, a combination of sharp cheddar cheese and Parmesan cheese, but Gruyere, Gouda, etc. will also work. It is straight away added. That means bechamel sauce with cheese will give you a sauce that is a derivative sauce, that is Mornay sauce. So this is how the bechamel sauce is prepared. And now let us concentrate on what are the derivatives. Sauce Mornay, made by combining classic bechamel sauce with grated and melted Gruyere cheese and Parmesan cheese. Sometimes the question comes to list 5 derivatives of bechamel sauce, then you can take the help from this. Sauce cream, made by whisking heavy cream into the finished bechamel and adding a little salt and pepper to taste. Sauce soubise, made by mixing sauteed onion puree into the finished bechamel sauce with little salt and pepper. Sauce nantua, a classical seafood sauce made by incorporating shrimp, butter and cream into a basic bechamel sauce. And another one example for you, that is cheddar cheese sauce. Add cheddar cheese, mustard and Worcestershire sauce to a finished bechamel sauce. So in every case you have noticed, and it is rightfully done, that we are taking a mother sauce, that is bechamel sauce, and then adding extra ingredients, and ultimately we are getting a sauce by a new name, and that is basically a derivative sauce or a small sauce from the mother sauce, that is bechamel. Clear? Let us proceed to the next sauce, that is velouté sauce. Velouté sauce is also known as blonde sauce. A velouté sauce is a classic French sauce made with chicken, fish or beef stock, thickened with a blonde roux and flavored with herbs and spices. It's perfect for pouring over roasted meats, or vegetables or served as a dip. Dip means accompaniment it will be served. It looks like this. We have mentioned about the color. It is a golden color we can say, off-white color we can say, and light peanut color. That also we have mentioned in our previous session. So this is all you can explain the color of velouté sauce. Let us find out how it is to be made. We require 600 ml of white stock. Remember, for bechamel sauce we need only milk flavored with onion, cloute, onion, pig. In this case, we require a white stock, can be chicken, veal, or fish, mainly the white stock. Then flour and butter, as usual, that is for making a blonde roux, double cream, lime juice, seasonings. In a small saucepan, we'll take all these ingredients one by one and mix it well and cook it for a desired consistency. And then finally, you're going to strain it. Your sauce will be ready. So you need to prepare a blonde roux, should have the white stock and other ingredients, and then go on cooking it, and ultimately you will be getting a color of the sauce and consistency is of this kind, which is known as the velouté sauce. Now once you have received the velouté sauce, you have prepared the velouté sauce, you can also shimmer it to get the desired consistency, and then don't forget to stir it continuously, otherwise it will get burnt on the bottom or the sides of the pan. And then finally again to strain it. Now, finishing it with a egg yolk and cream liaison. We have mentioned that in our earlier class. It will give you the extra glossiness, last moment thickening, and a velvety texture of the sauce will come out. Okay, and egg yolk and cream liaison mixed with 1:3 ratio, 1 part of egg yolk with 3 parts of heavy cream. Remember that. Now obviously it is a time to know the derivatives. We can prepare one sauce supreme, a classic French sauce made by finishing a velouté with cream, butter and lemon juice. Albufera sauce. After pan searing a cut of meat and deglazing the pan, the juices are added to a velouté to make an albufera pan sauce. What we are mentioning out here, whenever you are searing a meat, deglaze the pan with the wine, and that juice you collect it and put it in the velouté, and velouté will be transformed into a albufera pan sauce. Almond sauce is a velouté thickened with egg yolk and flavored with mushroom liquor, lemon juice, pepper and nutmeg. So once you add all these ingredients to a thick velouté, it will be transformed into almond sauce. Sauce bercy, a fish velouté that has shallots, white wine, lemon juice and parsley added to it. That will become sauce bercy. Norman sauce, a chicken velouté or fish velouté thickened with heavy cream, butter, egg yolk and primarily served with seafood. So Norman sauce is primarily served with seafood. It is made out of chicken velouté or fish velouté. Sauce barfi is typically made out of a fish velouté. Clear? So these are all 5 derivatives. There are many derivatives you can further study it from different books and resources in the reliable resources in the through the net. Then we are coming to another one sauce that is known as the basic brown sauce, and it is of Spanish origin, and the name of the sauce is Espanol. Espanol sauce. It is a meaty, rich brown sauce made with beef or veal stock, a brown roux, and enriched with tomato puree and mirepoix. Mirepoix is nothing but finely diced carrots, celery, and onion with a particular ratio, and it will be looking like this. This is the final appearance of a brown sauce known as Espanol, Spanish origin. We call it basic brown sauce. Let us just In a brief, we'll find out what are the ingredients we require. We require 40 grams of butter, 40 grams of flour, 1 part of meepoa, 5 grams of garlic chopped, then tomato puree, crushed black peppercorn, 1 liter estufad. Remember this, estufad is not a brown beef stock, it is more enriched. It is simmering together browned meaty veal bones, a piece of fresh or cured pork. You are all having the idea now what is cured pork, and the requisite vegetables and other aromatics in a beef broth. So what is estufad? In a beef broth, we are also adding all these ingredients and cook it for some time, 3 to 4 hours more. What extract we get, that is known as estufad. That means estufad is much strong brown stock with a meaty flavor. So 1 liter of estufad is required. Cook on simmering stage until it is reduced to 3/4. Strain and use. All these ingredients will be cooked together and finally strain it, and your brown sauce will be ready. That is espanol. Okay. Most of the time in the kitchen, another one term is very common, that is known as demi-glace, and let us clarify what is demi-glace. Cook equal quantities of spinal and brown stock until reduced by half. That means you are taking, once the spinal is ready, you are taking 1 part of a spinal, again you are taking 1 part of brown stock, mixing it and further reducing it to half. That's why it is known as demi-glace. Demi in French means half, and it is finished with a fortified wine, skim and strain. Your demi-glace is ready. So demi-glace, in one way it is a derivative, and also demi-glace is so popular in the world, it is also used for making different derivatives made out of spinal. Okay. Demi-glace, the derivative, cooking equal parts of spinal and brown stock until reduced by half, finished with a little fortified wine, skim and strain. Another one example is sauce bordelaise, spinal sauce blended with red wine, shallots and bone marrow, perfect for accompanying red meats. Remember that sauce bordelaise. Sauce sachet, we also call it hunted style sauce, a variation featuring mushrooms, salads and white wine, traditionally served with game and poultry. Sauce sachet. Sauce lyonnaise, a spinal sauce with onion and vinegar, adding a tangy twist, ideal for grilled meats. Sauce Robert, a spinal sauce augmented with mustard and onions, providing a sharp, piquant flavor. So we have learnt about the 5 derivatives of a spinal sauce. Again, you can learn many by searching through different books and of course some reliable sites through internets. Okay. And the last one we are going to discuss about for this particular session, that is tomato sauce or sauce tomate. Tomate is the French term for tomato. This sauce resembles the traditional tomato sauce that we might use on pasta and pizza, but it's got much more flavor and requires a few more steps to make. So it is not just a basic tomato sauce, it is little more than a tomato sauce, and that we are going to understand here. Appearance, you can see the tomato sauce, the color is bright red, tomato color is there, it is very thick sauce as well. 1 tablespoon unsalted butter, then salted bacon, meepoa, combination of vegetables, onion, leek and celery, garlic also additionally added for the tomato because tomato and garlic goes well, that flavor will be complementing each other. Thyme is a kind of herb, bay leaf, freshly chopped tomatoes, good amount, tomato puree, additional and optional, then roux. Roux is optional. You may add roux, you may not add roux, and there is no restriction. Also, probably preferably rather, we should go for a brown roux and grill a chicken white stock. Okay, all these ingredients are required to prepare a tomato sauce or sauce tomate. All the ingredients are sauteed one after another for sufficient time, then simmer in stock till the ingredients are well cooked. Blend it in a food processor, strain and store. Clear? Very simple. We require all these mise en place in front of you before you start the actual preparation. Now, let us find out what are the derivatives of tomato sauce. First one is sauce Italian. The base tomato sauce is further cooked with demi-glaze, chopped shallots, mushroom, chopped ham and herbs. The sauce you get, that is known as sauce Italian. Then barbecue sauce. Base tomato sauce is cooked with tomato ketchup, vinegar, brown sugar, chili flakes and honey. Then you get a sauce that is known as the barbecue sauce. Behton sauce. Behton sauce, base tomato sauce is further cooked with sauteed onion, white wine and parsley. Provençal sauce. Provençal sauce. Thin base tomato sauce is further cooked with sauteed mushroom, garlic, parsley, tomato concasse and sugar. And finally you get Portuguese sauce. Portuguese sauce is the base tomato sauce is further cooked with white wine, garlic, tomato concasse and sugar. So these are the 5 derivatives of tomato sauce we have discussed and revealed in front of you. With this, our day's agenda is over. So thank you very much for attending this session. In this session, right from the beginning, whatever we have learnt, that is basically the concept of sauce, we made it very clear. Then the structure of making sauce also we made it very clear. Then we have discussed about the importance of sauce with proper examples. Then the most important part of this lesson, the classification of the sauce, that also we have developed, structurally we have developed. And finally we have discussed all the thickened sauce, that means bechamel sauce, velouté sauce, then espanol sauce, tomato sauce, we have discussed out here, and we have covered up as per our commitment in the beginning. So once again, thank you very much, and your valued comments are very important, that you know your comments there, your doubts there in the comment box is very important for me. I'll definitely clarify it. You are having any further doubt? Today we have completed just the part 1. Very soon the part 2 will be there. If you have liked the session, definitely press the like button, press the bell also, subscribe it and share it with your friends for more understanding, more popularity of this channel. So next week I'll be back with another one very exciting lesson, that is the part 2 of the sauce classification. Till then, thank you very much and take care. Goodbye.